Brian Walker and Cliff Conneighton here from Hybris. Our first trend: now is the time for manufacturers to implement e-commerce, a B2B e-commerce strategy. And we refer to an article on manufacturing.net that talks about this. And Linda Tadanino, who is the chief e-commerce strategist for Insight, says very bluntly that now is the time for manufacturers to implement a true B2B e-commerce system. Cliff, quick comment for you on this. Is now the time?
I think the time for some people is a little late. I think it's absolutely the time for people to get on board with this, and that's what we're going to talk about.
Brian, would you agree that now is the time more than ever?
Well, absolutely. I mean, we can already see that the industry leaders are starting to roll up and sort of grow market share. We have a lot of data on that. We'll be publishing some interesting research in the near future that kind of illustrate this. And what we're learning is companies that have been in the marketplace for 5 or more years with an e-commerce business are seeing tremendous growth rates related to e-commerce. And of course, things aren't slowing down. We can see this with mobile technology and the way in which consumers are accessing sites, doing their research, and really looking to buy in the same way they do as consumers today. I mean, no one has enough time. They're looking for efficiency. They want self-service. And really, this is one of the key trends we want to talk about today, and that's the consumerization of B2B. You know, buyers, procurement officers, or people just trying to get their jobs done, acting as consumers rather than following sort of a rigid policy or interacting with sales reps over the phone. So for businesses that really want to position themselves to take advantage of these changes in the market forces, really you need to start now. You need to start building the core competencies, the infrastructure, the technology, and the business processes to be able to support customers across all your channels, including, of course, the web and mobile.
Brian, I want to follow up on one thing you said. You talked about the consumerization of B2B, and you know, it seems to me that anybody who's buying for their business, when they go home at night, they're a consumer. And it seems to me that the best consumer websites out there, the best retail websites out there, have really set the expectation for what a consumer or what any buyer, a business buyer, demands to see online. What are the implications of that?
Yeah, I mean, the implications are significant. I mean, our data shows that about 50% of business buyers are also buying from sites like Amazon for their businesses. That means that they're used to the speed, efficiency, and the expectations being met from sites like Amazon when they interact with their suppliers. And I think the implications are significant around, you know, a great search experience, product recommendations, ease of use, ease of navigation, but maybe even more importantly, the ability to switch between a web interface at my desk and my smartphone or my tablet. And I think, you know, in particular around a B2B application, there's huge opportunities to think about your customer who's out in the field or out in their warehouse or out on their shop floor trying to solve a simple problem. Maybe they're out of stock in something, or maybe a machine's down. And really, there's you know, so many different use cases for how mobile, for example, can be leveraged to drive a better, seamless experience and deliver something that would match what they would expect as a consumer. So I would agree. I think there's huge implications around how we all act as consumers today, and what our expectations are for how we can solve problems and find products.